afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, everybody on the West Coast. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and everybody else in between this great big beautiful country of ours. How the hell you doing? What do you know? What do you say? What's up? What's happening? Oh, jeez. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. How are you? Boy, big freaking deal, huh? Holy crap. Man, there were storms that came through over here where I'm at. It lasted hours and hours and hours. You know how a front goes by like that? Well, this front was going by like this. And it would just kept going like that, and just creeping this way. So you couldn't get out of the way. We're just right in the freaking line. Rain and rain and rain and thunder and thunder and thunder and lightning, constantly. I don't know how bad the flooding was or anything. I didn't get a chance to check out all the news, but whew, I'm telling you what, that was a lot of rain. Why couldn't they send that over to California and shit? You know, just like pack it up and move that shit on down the road. Okay, so it's not a kid's show, and I just want to let you know, no kid crumb munchers or rugrats running around, kick their ass outside if it's nice. Let them go play in the mud. I don't know. And if they're too young, put them for a nap. Xbox, PlayStation, put them on iPad with headphones and let them listen to some music, Spotify, whatever else. But they can't listen to this. This is bullshit. Big people stuff, okay? So, yeah. We'll do this here real quick here. Okay, so we're back on. Anyway, how's all my radio people doing? Yeah, we're simulcasting with MonValleyRadio.com. And they have the greatest music in the freaking, and it's not like Spotify. And it's like a regular radio program. You listen to do it according to where you live and what the show is playing. Right now I'm between Mo Soul R&B show. Motown, soul. And then, then after that, you got music for ladies only, where they can just get a glass of wine, a cup of tea, kick their shoes off, pick their feet up, relax, listen to some ladies, best lady artists in the whole freaking world singing. Just for ladies, just so they can relax in the afternoon. And take a break from all the crazy shit that they do. And then after that, we have dubstep, EDM, electronic dance music, dubstep music, rave music. Really good shit, really good stuff. Some of the stuff you probably never heard before because it comes from all over the world. Okay? There's UK shit in there and everywhere. Hey, great stuff. Great stuff. And then after that, we got the headbangers. We got the metalheads and the new rock and roll and all the other crazy stuff. So, hey, I'm just putting a plug in for MonValleyRadio.com. So, if you get a chance, tune in. And then we got the oldies in the mix. We got the mix clear from 1960s to all the way 2020. It's crazy stuff. Yeah. So, anyway, that's enough of that shit. Okay, let's get right into this, okay? Oh, man. You think there's a light news day, but when you go looking around, there's a lot of news. So, North Korea's warplanes scattered, granting an analyst a rare chance to count them. This is from Forbes 3 hours ago. And like I said, I read the headline, where it came from. Part of the article. If you want to read the rest of it, look it up. I'm not going to spend all day on one article. Unless it's really, really good. But I doubt it. The North Korean People's Air Force hasn't acquired a new combat aircraft in more than 30 years. Foreign sanctions and the slow collapse of North Korea's economy mean the Air Force has little choice but to maintain, for as long as it can, the planes it already has. See, now people were wondering, what the hell does these sanctions really do? This is one thing that it really does do. It freaking helps to keep countries from keeping their shit new. Their war stuff new. So they have to maintain it and stuff. You know, they can't keep maintaining it once they start losing parts and stuff like that. It's not possible. It's not possible. How many planes are we talking about? Joseph Dempsey, an analyst with the International Institute of Strategic Studies in London, scrutinized recent satellite imagery and made an educated guess. The NK, North Korean, I guess, PAF, can muster at least 75 of its most modern fighters, attack planes, and bombers. Dempsey concluded, modern, that is, by North Korean standards. That's not a lot. Not when the South Korean Air Force alone possesses no fewer than 500 modern fighters and attack planes, not including combat-capable trainers, and also is acquiring 2 types of stealth fighters. Add sources of American warplanes to the South Korean tally, and it becomes apparent just how outnumbered and outgunned the PAF would be during a war across the demilitarized zone. Now, a lot of shit with that demilitarized zone is, since they're right next to each other, a lot of artillery shit can go. Missile. How much Air Force shit you need, you know? On paper, the North Korean Air Force owns 572 frontline warplanes. Most date to the 1960s or even the 50s, including hundreds of geriatric MiG-17s, MiG-19s, and MiG-21s, and the Chinese made copies of those Soviet designs. Those were Vietnam freaking jets. Okay, the latest planes in the inventory aren't all that late. According to a recent survey by Fight International, the NKPAF, in theory, possesses 56 MiG-23 and 35 MiG-29 fighters, 34 Su-25 attack planes, and 80... Do you really give a shit about this stuff? No, I don't either. So if you want to read the rest of that and you're really inquiring, go ahead and check it out. What the hell? Oh, my God. Okay. What the hell is this? No, I don't want to do that. Oh. Fox News. Alabama interstate pileup details emerge after 8 girls killed on way back from beach trip. Sad news by Danielle Wallace, Fox News. Okay. Alabama authorities have... What the hell was that? Oh, man. See? It's mangled news, folks. You know, just can't just keep it freaking great. You know? God. Alabama authorities identified some of the 10 people who died during a major pileup on the interstate during stormy weather Saturday. 8 of the fatal victims are girls from a youth home for abused and neglected children whose van burst into flames in the crash as they headed home from a beach trip. This is terrible. If you want to read about it, it's on Fox News, foxnews.com, came out, published yesterday, and it's about that Alabama interstate highway big crash. Here's some news from the Hill. China's longest-serving ambassador to the U.S. confirmed on Tuesday that he's leaving his post amid one of the most tense periods in relations between Washington and Beijing. Q Tianaki, or whatever the heck. Tian Kai. Okay. Q Tian Kai. Who has served in Washington for 8... I can't say these freaking names. I know freaking Dan Rather, you know what I mean? Q Tian Kai, whatever his name, who has served in Washington for 8 years, reportedly issued a farewell letter. Okay, in which he raised concern about the future relations between the U.S. and China. China-U.S. relations are at a critical crossroads after the U.S. engaging in a new round of restructuring in its government policy towards China. Thanks. And it is facing a choice between cooperation and confrontation. Xi wrote in the farewell letter, the South China Morning Post reported. At this point overseas, Chinese and the U.S. have to shoulder a greater responsibility and mission, and I hope you will defend your right to be in the U.S. and will develop your own interests with a starting point help. What do you send this shit to me for? Oh, my God. Point helping to safeguard the fundamental interests of the people in China and the United States. Okay, so if you want to read that, long-serving Chinese ambassador leave post, whatever. Okay, let's go to Twitter news. I don't know. Oh, shit. Where am I at? What the hell? My thing ain't working here. Let's go. Okay, hear me roar. this is what she says. Peanut butter goes with, you can't say jelly. And some of these people, GOP hyper partisans, will force end to filibuster. What a name. Okay. Oh, hey, that's the other thing. If you follow me on Twitter, we might get on the news. What the hell? Hey, what the hell? Okay, marshmallow. It actually goes really well with marshmallow. The topping, though just a little, will make you feel like you could sink to the bottom of the ocean. Oh, no. I just live up the hill from the birthplace of fluff. Wish I liked the stuff. They have a street fair every year to celebrate. What, marshmallows? I guess so. I don't know. Who the hell is... It's a Massachusetts thing, right? I can sing the jingle. I love the stuff. A fluffernutter. Okay, so what would you put on there? Peanut butter goes with, you can't say jelly. I would say tits, right? Peanut butter goes with everything. You put it on tits, belly buttons. Not the ass. We ain't going up the old dirt road. No. Frick. No. That shit ain't happening, okay? So we ain't doing that. No. I don't care. It's... Years ago when I was in the Marine Corps, we were going to... Okay, here's a quick story. Okay, we were stationed at Fort Sill, go to school. Marines go to different schools to learn different things because the Marine Corps don't have all the schools that they need to go to, right? Okay, right. So anyway, we were starting in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and Lawton was the closest city. Okay, so we went to Lawton on a weekend. We go. One of my buddies decided we were going to go see a porno flick. Okay, so we go to this movie, this freaking dive of a theater, and everybody goes, checks in. They pay their quarter or whatever the hell it was. Okay, this is 1970, okay? And so anyway, they put it, and here's this one guy, he's just butt fucking the shit out of this girl, I mean, and he pulled out, man, she just went everywhere. I mean, on the couch, on the shit, I mean, that shit just, and I'm like, no, that ain't freaking normal, that ain't like, and it's like, oh my God. So... It was just, it was like the worst enemy. So we could just, what you see, you can't unsee. You know that. It's just terrible. I'm like, why do people want to do that shit? I mean, there's a perfectly good other part there that's functional. It works. It gets wet. What the hell? You don't need to do that shit. Oh, here's Dr. Jeffrey Gutterman. Okay, Major League Baseball players with last names that are foods or drinks. Add more. Jimmy Oates, Jim Rice, Zach Wheat, Jack Burger, Billy Bean, Rocky Cherry, Seth Beer, Bob Lemon, Daryl Strawberry. Kiss my ass, okay? Jesus. Now wait, this is a doctor. Hey, doctor, Dr. Gutterman. Okay, fine. It's fine. It's put that shit on Twitter, you do that. I wonder, maybe they do that to develop and get followers or something. Maybe something like the stupid shit that I do, right? Need followers? Put something stupid on, okay? So that's what we do. And it's just like, I don't know, man. It's just like, I would think a doctor would be like, more like, well, let's figure this COVID shit out. We got to just, I guess not. I don't know. And that's the other thing. You notice that a lot of people say they're doctors when, they are. They got their doctorate, and they are doctors. Doctors of the field that they're in. But as soon as somebody says doctor, you're thinking physical, medical, So anyway, here we go. Here's some good news. And this is like same way with the other day with Supreme Court. You would have thought Kavanaugh and Amy Coney Barrett would have just like totally freaking trashed Obamacare. Wrong. So, and a lot of this shit that Mickey D. McConnell and them guys did, passing all these judges, all the over 100 judges, it's federal court judges and all that other shit, lifelong things that they were nominated as conservative and all that other crazy shit. Just like, And it's all backfiring on him. Duty to warn, a Trump-appointed judge dismissed a Lafayette Square case. Excuse me, but I'm going to be sick. Oh no, he dismissed the wrong thing. So, anyway, we just bombed out of that one, right, didn't we? Anyway. Oh no! Politics Insider. Trump asked aides to look into whether the DOJ and FCC could investigate Saturday Night Live after they mocked him. Report says, go inject some goddamn Clorox. Jesus. Okay, so anyway, that's with the Chinese. You want to see that? That's on the Hill 2 hours ago. He's leaving. Uh-oh, here you go. Ooh, is this true? I don't know. I have to find out. Google sneakily installed COVID tracking app on Androids. You really? Okay. Android users in Massachusetts noticed that Google auto-installed the state's exposure tracking app. Google is getting slammed with complaints for allegedly auto-installing a COVID tracking app on Android phones. Users in Massachusetts noticed that Mass Notify, the state's contact tracing app, was installed on their device without approval. That's not good. Massachusetts launched Mass Notify on June 15, 2021, and users soon began to notice that the app was silently pushed to their devices. Really? Google. Shame to you. Google admits to automatically installing COVID apps. Oh my God. You want to read this article? Okay. Google sneakily installed COVID tracking app on Androids. MakeUseOf.com. It said MakeUseOf.com. June 21st, 5:06 p.m. Okay, it was yesterday, and that was after my show, so I got an excuse. Oh, here we go. No, this is stupid. You want to read this one? It's fine. 90 wind turbines get demolished, blown to pieces. The myth of renewable wind power. How dumb is that? That is just totally freaking... Okay, it was 20 hours ago. Silverdoctors.com. 90 wind turbines get... Well, what do you think would happen if a tornado came by? Jesus Christ, how fucking stupid. Oh, yeah, these wind turbines, they can survive a Cat 5 tornado. No, they can't. Just like your house and your car and your mobile home and everything else that you own will not survive an F5 or an F3 or an F4 or an F2, maybe an F1. Maybe an F1. Depends on if there's any trees around. How fucking dumb can you be? NBC News 2 hours ago. Let's do this one. Jesus. Come on. Why you fix this? Because I think this is really dumb. This is... Okay, here we go. This is your government at work. Senators to examine disparities in crack and powder cocaine sentences. Really? The acting director of the office that coordinates U.S. drug policy, Regina LaBelle, is set to testify before the Senate Judiciary Committee. Washington. The Senate Judiciary Committee will hold a hearing Tuesday on disparities in sentencing for crack and powder cocaine offenses, an issue that would be addressed by a bill being pushed by the committee's chairman, Dick Durbin. I like that name, Dick Durbin. Dick Durbin. The legislation introduced by Durbin and Senator Cory Booker, Democrat, New Jersey, in January, claims to eliminate disparity and would allow those convicted of for federal cocaine offense to receive sentencing. The hearing follows a Supreme Court ruling last week that a bipartisan criminal justice overhaul law signed by President Donald Trump in 2018 does not allow prison inmates to seek a reduction in their sentences for possessing small amounts of crack cocaine. Durbin's office noted ahead of the hearing that the Anti-Drug Abuse Act of 1986 gave those arrested for possessing small amounts of crack cocaine the same sentences as those possessing 100 times that amount of powder cocaine. So, what do you want to do, crack or powder? No? Okay. Oh, here's the bad part. That led to people of color being disproportionately affected, it said. Which is true. Okay. While Congress reduced the sentencing disparity to 18 to 1 under a bill sponsored by Durbin in 2010, the new legislation will remove the disparity for good, his office said. So way to go, Dick. All right. Congress senators. Okay. NBC News. And that was that. 2 hours ago. Oh, here. This is crazy. This is stupid. This is more Fox News. Danielle Wallace. Boy, she's busy, ain't she? 23 hours ago. Michigan. Michigan woman who ambushed police officer at Juneteenth parade dies after struck by return fire police. Well, you see anything wrong with that? A woman in Michigan, authorities say, shot a Flint police officer at a traffic checkpoint during a parade on Juneteenth and was struck when the officer returned fire, has since died at the hospital. Michigan State Police investigating following the officer-involved shooting that happened at approximately 2:14 p.m. Saturday in the city of Flint. Officials identified the woman as Brianna Sykes, 19, of Flint. A preliminary investigation revealed that an officer working at a traffic point for the Juneteenth celebration parade was fired upon by a lone occupant of a vehicle who drove up to him, the Flint Police Department said in a press release. Hey, jeez. Okay, folks, I got to do this. Let's do this. Let's do it quick. Oh, my God. Life is just so damn. Ta-da. Okay, so if you want to read that one, Michigan woman who ambushed police officer at Juneteenth parade dies after struck by return fire from the policeman. So, what the hell? Why is he doing? You do a drive-by to a police officer on Juneteenth? Wow. I'm telling you, this COVID shit, it just don't affect people, with the lungs and all. Right up here. People be asymptomatic and stuff like that. They're nuts. They're freaking nuts. And they're trying to say this. Oh, it's because people have been shut in for over a year, and stuff. They don't know how to socially interact yet. I mean, they have to relearn that. What? Now, when you do a drive-by, how do you socially interact with somebody? Go, hey, Joe. No, bullshit. It's all freaking bullshit, man. Okay, yeah, you've seen this too on the news, right? USA Army sets off giant explosion to test USS Gerald R. Ford aircraft carrier. Man, I hope this aircraft carrier don't run into any carpets. Trip over. That's an old... Did you ever see that? You got to watch that. Google it. Gerald Ford tripping over carpets everywhere. On grass, blade of grass, Gerald Ford would trip. He would fall. Jeez. CBS News 21 hours ago, okay? The blast registered as a 3.9 magnitude earthquake. That was in the water. So, okay. The Hill 20 hours ago. Here we go. Way to go, Schumer, right? Schumer unloads on GOP over elections bill. How despicable of a man is Donald Trump? Why is... You know what? Okay, just don't get me started. Just don't get me started. Senate Majority Leader Charles Schumer, Democrat, New York, on Monday stepped up efforts to squeeze Republicans ahead of a key test vote on a sweeping election reform bill, rallying against new voting rules in GOP-led states and former President Trump's efforts to cast doubt on the election. Here's the other. I got a big question. Really, I got a big question. Why would you continue to support a man that just totally destroyed your party? Why? It seems like these Republicans are afraid of the followers of Trump, okay? They're afraid of their house and their families and all. How's come Democrats aren't afraid? Democrats are running roughshod over all this shit. And it's just like, hey, they get beat up, attacked, and all that other crazy shit, right? So what the hell? Schumer speaking from the Senate floor tied Tuesday's test vote to Trump's false claims that the 2020 presidential election was stolen, even though his legal team lost dozens of legal challenges and election experts dismissed claims of widespread voter fraud. He lied over and over and over again, poisoning our democracy, lighting a fire between Republican state legislatures, immediately launched the most sweeping voter suppression effort in at least 80 years. Just note how despicable a man Donald Trump, Schumer said. He lost an election legitimately. He can't face that. That is his failure, and he creates a lie. A big lie. A big lie, Schumer added. What the hell? So that's Schumer. So if you want to read that, that's from The Hill 20 hours ago. Schumer unloads on GOP over elections bill. How despicable. And what are we doing over here? We got some new shit going on. Randy Mayhem Singer. Oh, nope, she skipped away. Did you hate that? You guys on Twitter, do you hate that? You go and you haven't done anything for a while. Then you click on the little birdie thing, and then it goes to the very top, and then you go to click on what they're talking about, and it skips again. And then go try to find it. The only way I found to find that shit is to click on the person's name and open it in a new tab and scroll down and see what the fuck they said. It's maddening. Thank God I got 3 minutes. You guys happy? I got 3 minutes. Thank you. Okay. Jay, the lyrical veteran. What the hell does that mean? He's a lyrical veteran, okay? Welcome to Texas, where you can't run your AC when it's above 90, and you can leave your dog out in the hot summer without water. Oh, my God. Amy Lynn. Proud to say I've never watched Meghan McCain. If I wanted to watch garbage, I'd go stare at a fucking dumpster. Okay, yeah. Oh, my God. I like that one. That was a good one. And Korea. I know the feeling. Mine has been gone 15 years. I wish he were here now that we have two granddaughters. He would be an awesome granddad. Peace and love. So people missing their families, huh? Wow. Duffy, Gail, your husband is destroying our country while you might like the luxuries of the Kremlin has provided. Oh, the Kremlin has provided for you and your husband. The rest of us over here are seeing Joe Manchin as the biggest threat to democracy since January the 6th. Joe. Oh, my God. All right, here's your old man. Oh, boy. All right, police officer. Okay, this is what the hell is it? NBCnews.com 11 hours ago. Holy shit. Any breaking news here? Okay, a veteran Arvada police officer, a person believed a Good Samaritan and the suspected gunman were killed, police said. 3 people, including a police officer and a suspect, were killed in a Denver area shooting, Monday officials said. The circumstances of the shooting, which happened around 1:30 p.m. when an officer was sent on call of a suspicious incident in Arvada's Old Town, were not immediately released. We got some serious shit going on here. Police said there was no threat to the public and no additional suspects were being sought. So, this is an active investigation with many moving pieces. Police Deputy Chief Ed Brady said at a news conference. This is freaking Mangled news, folks. The third person is believed to have been killed by a suspect, Brady said. Police Detective David Schnelling said police believe that person is a Samaritan. The officer killed was identified police Monday night as Gordon Beasley, a school resource officer and a 19-year veteran of the department. He was working patrol while school is out for the summer, police said. Wow. So that was on NBC News 11 hours ago. NBCnews.com. Okay. Here's a poll for old Joe. Majority of voters say Biden made progress in summit with Putin. Do you think? I don't know. Today. And my time is up. Jeez. Okay, so people say that. That was from thehill.com. If you want to read the article, that's what it is. Majority of voters say Biden made progress on summit with Putin. Poll. He's a poll. Okay? So anyway, I had a good time. I hope you did. I really had a good time. So, we're still brushing the cobwebs out, like after. It's only Tuesday. Wait till we're going to get really fired up tomorrow. So I don't know. Maybe not. Who cares? So anyway, we don't want to say goodbye to the radio people. Hey, baby, radio people, you have a good day. Say good. Like, don't do that. Do this shit. Do that shit. And do this shit. And do all that shit. I'm going to say goodbye to you guys, okay? So you guys have a good day. Be careful. Don't get that Rona. And I'm going to stay on here till it expires. And we're going to do all that shit, So anyway, let's do that shit. You guys have a good day. Like I said, be careful. Don't get that Rona. Anything else that you might catch.